Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will be explaining you how the natural gas price can move on Monday. If you look at the chart of natural gas, what we have seen, it is currently trading around $3.0829. So in this video I will be explaining you 15 minutes chart, 2 hours chart, and then finally a daily chart so that we can see the movement it on Monday. One thing that you have to note here is that we have seen a lot of gap downs in the recent 2 weeks here. If you look at this is the gap down, this is the gap down, and it was a previous gap down which is not filled. So we can see there is a lot of gaps are pending, okay, as well as this is the gap pending from the month of Jan of 26. We have seen the price spiked upside and then it went towards a level of around $4.5. It came down again, but it didn't hit this particular gap, moved in a particular range, and then it moved towards 4.35. Again a gap down, two times gap down we have seen. Now if you look at this particular trend, what the gap down is filling towards a level of around $2.93. This is the level where we can see the gap is still pending. Exactly, I can tell you it is towards a level of around 2.83. Okay, not 93, it is 2.83. That if the price keep moving below this level, because if it keep moving below $3, chances of going towards 2.9 is there. From there this gap can be filled. Okay, so if the price started falling below this level, chance of going towards 3.019 can be seen, and if the price fall below this level, chance of going towards 2.92 is there. Okay, if the price fall below that particular level, we can see the price can touch a level of $2.83, and if that once the gap is filled, we can see it will go further higher. But suppose if the price started going upside, we can see a level of around $3.15, and if the price rising above this level, probability of going towards 3.17, and once started going upside, chance of crossing 3.25 can be seen, and from there it will move towards 3.29. Okay, so this gap will be filled. Once start crossing that level, a further upside can be seen towards 3.3 to a level of 3.4, and then this gap can also be filled. So remember these are the gap. So once started going above 3.3 only, then only we can see it can make a trend towards upside. But coming back on a 2 hour chart, okay, what you can see, if you look at the 2 hour chart, we have seen there is a continuous downfall. Okay, but if you see this particular pattern, this is the pattern it is forming. Okay, so what we can see that there is a chances that if this pattern follows, we can see the price can move towards $2.3. Okay, which is a strong level. Okay, so probability is high that it can touch a level of 2.3 if the pattern follows, the downtrend follows. Okay, but if it started sustaining, because we have seen it has already tested twice, but we have not seen that it has touched this particular level. So this can be the trend. If you see on a 2 hour chart basis, see this is the trend you can see. Okay, so if it touches this level, it has touched it twice, so if it started going, it can touch for the third time. Okay, if we see from this perspective, okay, so chances can be high it can fall further low and can touch a level of $3, and from there it will move towards 2.95, and this gap can be filled towards 2.83, and if the price fall below this level, it can move towards a level of 2.7. From there it can bounce back. There is a probability we see from this particular angle. Okay, but if we see from this particular range, there is a probability that it can cross a level of 2.7 also, and a probability of going towards 2.6 can be seen. This is the level. Okay, so probability is high. If it keep moving below $3, a further fall can be seen. So trail your SL. But before I move ahead, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglove@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. Trail your SL by around $0.25, so at least you'll capture downside movement. So when it started going $3, trail your SL by 0.25. So at least the price can fill this particular gap. Okay, and then a probability of crossing 2.73 can be seen and further fall. But if it keep moving upside, a probability of going towards 3.12, and then from there it can go towards 3.22. So this gap will be filled at a level of $3.29, and if the price moving over this level, probability of going towards a level of 3.5 can be seen, and from there a level of 3.6, and this gap will be filled towards $3.75. Okay, and once the price rising above this level, a further upside can be seen towards 3.88, and then a further upside can be seen. Okay, now coming back on a daily chart, so you will understand clearly how the price is moving. If you see a daily chart, we have seen there is a clear U pattern has formed. After that there is an upside, and then a fall is there. So remember that there is a chances that the price can fall below $3, 3.0031. Okay, because this level is already weak, so we can see the price will touch that level, and from there it can touch a level of 2.91. Once the price fall below this level, we can see it can touch a level of 2.71 level. This pattern will support a downside, and yes, 2.71 is also weak. Okay, so chances are very high it will fall further low. Okay, to a level of around 2.48. Then from there it can touch a level of 2.37. So after 2.79, the chance of touching 2.37 is very high. Bounce back can be seen, and the pattern is also supporting that it can bounce back from a level of 2.37. If it keep moving below 2.7, chances of touching 2.37 is very high. But if it started sustaining this level, suppose if it started going upside, okay, then we can see it will cross a level of 3.17, which is already weak level, weak resistance. So price will go further high and it will touch 3.25, and this gap will be filled towards 3.29. And once the price sustaining above this particular level, chances are high it will move towards a level of around next level, that is after 3.29 we can see a level of 3.49, which is already weak. So the price will go above that level, and from there it can touch a level of 3.55, which is R4, okay, resistance 4, and then this gap will be filled towards 3.75. Okay, and once the price sustaining of 3.75, this pattern will support a little upside. So chances are high it will move towards, after 3.75 we can see a level of $3.9, and if the price rising over this level, a further upside can be seen. Trail your SL by around $0.25 if the price sustain above $3.3. Okay, so at least you will capture upside movement. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs also in the description. CPI data, Fed rate expectation, okay, as well as geopolitical tensions are there which can affect the price of natural gas. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it.